What's going on, you sexy motherfuckers? We're back at it again with another video, and today we're going to do part 2 of my collection tour. We're getting in the books, behind the books. We're getting back here. We're getting into the abyss. So let's just get ahead and get right on to it. I don't know if I'm going to cover all the shelves in one single video because a lot of these shelves contain a lot of books and it's going to take a lot of time because I have to move everything. I gotta move all this. I gotta move all these in order to get at the shit in the back. So, enjoy that. It's gonna be a workout for me, and it's gonna be a workout for you to watch this video because my videos are trash. So, enjoy the trash. Okay, first shelf time. We have 7th Garden, volumes 1 through 8. A lot of the things in the back of my bookshelf are complete, or they are incomplete and they're not going to get completed. This one is just on a weird perpetual hiatus. I don't know when it's going to come back, so I just kind of shoved it off into the back, thinking it's going to be a while till we see another one of these, so that's why this is here. Then we have A Silent Voice, volumes 1 through 7. A must-have in a lot of people's collections, as is mine. And we have After Hours, volumes 1 through 3, an excellent Yuri, if I do say so myself. And then we have The Ring, volume 1. I had a chance to pick up, it was back in the day, back before any of this was going on. I found like a shit ton of like The Ring and The Ring spin-offs at like an old used bookstore, and I was like, eh. And I kind of just gave them the snub, and now I kind of regret it. But I do have at least this one. I have some. Not all. Then we have Confidential Confessions, volumes 1 through 6. And Confidential Confessions Day I, which are beat up, as you can see, because I loved them very much. I loved these books so fucking hard. They were some of my favorite, like, shoujo dramas of, like, all time, and they still are. We have DG Carrot, volumes 1 through 4, and Gals, volumes 1 through 10, sporting that classic, awkward CMX spine transition. We have Alice on Deadlines, volumes 1 through 4. Angelic Layer, volumes 1 and 2 in the Dark Horse omnibuses. And Death Note, volumes 1 through 12. Next up we have some mixed volumes of the original Tokyo Pop run of Blam. We have 2 through 4, 6 through 8 and 10. I'm not in any hurry to find volumes 1, volume 5, and volume 9, considering I have Blam in the Master Edition, and that's good enough for me. I just found these at a Second and Charles one day, and I was like, you know what as well, I fucking love Tsutomu Nihei, we stan, so that's why I got that. Then we have Free Colors Kingdom, volumes 1 through 3. Forget Me Not, volumes 1 through 7. And Furikuri, volumes 1 and 2. Dramacon, volumes 1 through 3. Gurren Lagann, volumes 1 through 6. Eye Shield, volumes 1 through 6. Monster Collection, volumes 1 through 6. A lot of sixes, a lot of groups of 6. And then we have Genshiken. I don't have the singles, I got the omnibuses instead with volumes 1 through 3, which is the original run of Genshiken. And then we have Genshiken second season, volumes 1 through 12. Here we've got a real easy shelf to go through. We have Assassination Classroom, volume 1, up to 20 here, and then 21. And we have Banana Fish, volumes 1 through 19, thanks to the Banana Fish reprint that Viz did. Was it last year or the year before? I think it was the year before. Good on them for that, because fuck yeah, Banana Fish. And then we have Black God, volumes 1 through 19, and I stand by this series a lot because I'm usually not a big fan of just people kicking the shit out of each other, and that's just the entire plot of the manga, but I liked Black God, so yeah, there's that. And down here at the bottom of shelf 1, we have Hellgirl, volumes 1 through 6, and the final omnibus with volumes 7, 8, and 9. Honey and Clover, volumes 1 through 10. And Peepochu, volumes 1 through 3. We have Dot Hack Legend of the Twilight, Volumes 1 through 3, and Dot Hack Quadruple X, Volumes 1 and 2. We have Sundome, Volumes 1 through 8. I Am Here, Volumes 1 and 2. And Princess Ai Ultimate Collection. No, that says edition. I know how to read fancy script. I swear to God I do. Then we have Kobato, Volumes 1 through 6. Sweet and Honey and Galaxy Girl, Panda Boy, Icy and a Sunflower, and Inuboku Secret Service, Volumes 1 through 11, and Whenever Our Eyes Meet. Moving on to shelf number 2, we have Monster Hunter Flash Hunter, Volumes 1 through 10, as well as Monster Hunter Orage, Volumes 1 through 4, Monk Dogs, Volumes 1 through 3, and 5 centimeters per second. Then we have My Love Story, Volumes 1 through 13, My Girlfriend's a Geek, Volumes 1 through 5, Densha Otoko, Volumes 1 through 3, and Gundam Wing Endless Waltz, which is just the movie adaptation. It's not the same as Gundam Wing Endless Waltz Glory of the Losers. It's just Endless Waltz in manga form. That's it. And then we have Zombie Powder, Volumes 1 through 4, and School Rumble, Volume 1 to 13 in the last omnibus with Volumes 14 through 16, and I am forever, forever bitter that Kodansha didn't finish the print run of these and instead finished it in digital, which sucks, considering I put a lot of money and effort into collecting the rest of School Rumble, and I really hoped that they would continue it in print. But fuck me, I'm just gonna be mad about it forever. And then we have A Girl on the Shore. Next we have Sailor Moon, Volumes 1 through 12, and then Sailor V, 1 and 2, and Sailor Moon Side Stories, Volumes 1 and 2, and then Utsubora, The Story of a Novelist, and Digiko's Champion Cup Theater crammed up here at the top. Then we have Shakugan no Shana, Volumes 1 through 6. This got canned, unfortunately, so it's incomplete. Then we have Shugokara, Volumes 1 through 12. Imperfect Girl, Volumes 1 through 3. Tarot Cafe, the Collector's Edition, Volumes 1 through 3. Strawberry Marshmallow, Volumes 1 through 5. Supply, Volumes 1 through 3, and 4 and 5 in Omnibus, which is incomplete. And it sucks, because this is probably some of the greatest josei me and a lot of people have actually ever fucking read. And it's a big fucking crying shame that Tokyo Pop, like, died the horrible death before they even got a chance to finish this. Then we have Train Man, Densha Otoko, Volumes 1 through 3. I still need to get Volume 2 replaced, because it's in this ugly, like, library hardcover. You know, like the ones where it's not really a hardcover, but they made it a hardcover after the fact. They, like, mutilated the book and made it a hardcover. I need to replace that, because it stands out like a sore thumb between Volumes 1 and 3. Then next down here we have Tokyo Mew Mew Volumes 1 through 7 and Tokyo Mew Mew a la Mode Volumes 1 and 2. Welcome to the NHK Volumes 1 through 8. I don't know why everything else is ascending and Welcome to the NHK is descending, but there it is. We have Beautiful People, Dragon Ball, that time I got reincarnated as Yamcha. I don't have Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z, but I just have this because I thought it was fucking hilarious. It's the concept. And then we have A Claire, a girl's love anthology that resonates in your heart volume. Well, it's part of the anthology. We're getting another one either this month or next month. I'm really fucking excited because I fucking love anthologies, baby. Then we have Wolfsmund Volumes 1 through 8. The Kendaichi Case Files with The Mummy's Curse, The Opera, House Murders, and Death TV, which has a number on it, which is 3. I don't know if these are technically Volumes 1 and 2. The Tokyo Pop release is weird, and they didn't number anything until, like, Volume 3. I don't fucking know, but yeah, there's those. We have Yubisaki Milk Tea Volumes 1 through 8, and 8 is an omnibus with Volumes 8 and 9. This got discontinued because right before they were about to release the last and final fucking volume, Tokyopop died. So we never even got to fucking finish it. And it's the series that I'm so passionate about hating that I can't get rid of. Like, I have a series about how much I fucking hate it, and I need to continue because I need to start ranting on Volume 5 so we can move on with our lives. But yeah, I hate it so much that I'm passionate about it, so I can't get rid of it because I have feelings that aren't just like, meh, don't want this anymore. It's like, this series destroyed my crops and tainted my water supply. And then we have Chobits in the thick Dark Horse omnibuses. I'm planning, I know I'm waffling on getting the Card Captor reprints, but I'm definitely 100% getting the Chobits reprints, because Chobits is probably definitely one of my Clamp favorites. And then we have Ray Earth in the thick Dark Horse omnibuses. Not sure if I'm going to get the Ray Earth re-release. Not sure about that one. And then Moteki Volumes 1 and 2, and Prophecy Volumes 1 through 3. Alright, and we're at the bottom again with Knights of Sidonia, Volumes 1 through 15, and the original singles. Then we have Rakia, Volumes 1 through 5. The most nonsensical thing to ever get super fucking expensive. I forget which one of these it was, but for like a very short period of time, it was going for like over $1,000 on Amazon, and I was like, Rakia ain't even that fucking good. Like, I know Boichi's name is attached to it, and therefore the art is, like, top-notch, but fucking Rakia is the most tonally confusing, wildly stupid series, and even so, I just checked, like, the other day, just for laughs, and one of them is still going for, like, $80 on Amazon. It's all like, guys, this isn't even worth that fucking price, and the lowest price is, like, one of them's going for, like, the mid-20s. It's stupid. It's really, really stupid how something goes out of print and all of a sudden it's worth something. And it's like, you even realize that this is kind of shit? You realize that this is kind of fucking dumb? Like, if you've read Rakia, please comment below and tell me that, yes, Rakia is kind of fucking dumb, and I don't understand how it could become so fucking expensive when it went out of print. And we have Ju-On volumes. I'm guessing Video Side is volume 1. I've never been sure. We also have volume 2. And then we have Mysterious Girlfriend X volumes 1 through 6. 7 Billion Needles volumes 1 through 4. Nichijou volumes 1 through 5 right here. And I don't know why the fuck I arranged it this way. I think it's because it only fit this way. But volumes 6 through 10 are right here. And then we have Dojin Work, volumes 1 through 4, right here. This series is incomplete. And then down here we have Mariaholic, and One Piece Books rescued the license from Tokyopop after they died. And instead of releasing singles, they released the 6 volumes that Tokyopop did release in 2 thick-ass omnibuses. And then they were all like, let's release the rest in singles that look nothing like the omnibuses, so it looks like 2 separate things. But yeah, and then, so this is 1 through 6 right here technically, and then 7 through 14, which is complete. And then right here I have Peacemaker Kurogane. Yeah, it's Peacemaker Kurogane, volumes 2 and 3, because my husband found them at a used bookstore, and he was like, I want these, and I was like, sick, cool, bro. And then I put them on my bookshelf, and I think they've been forgotten about. I at least want to get volumes 1 and 4, and I think the series is incomplete, but I think I'm going to have to get volumes that don't match these, because I know there's a ADV release and I know there's a Tokyopop release of these, and it's hard to get matching volumes from the same publisher, but it's never been that much of a problem for me when you have a series that spans multiple publishers, so long as, you know, it's the whole thing. But I don't know. It's just weird to have volumes 2 and 3 and not volumes 1 and volume 4. And then the series is incomplete. It hurts me to collect an incomplete series. Moving on to shelf number 3, we have Tarte Magica, The Legend of Jeanne d'Arc, volumes 1 through 5. Oraimo volumes 1 through 4, and Kuroneko Oraimo volumes 1 through 6. From the New World volumes 1 through 7, and She and Her Cat. Then we have the rest of my Madoka shit, with Madoka Magica, the original, Madoka Magica, A Different Story volumes 1 through 3, Madoka Magica, the movie Rebellion volumes 1 through 3, Madoka Magica, Homura's Revenge volumes 1 and 2, Oriko Magica volumes 1 and 2, and Oriko Magica Extra Story, and Oriko Magica Sadness Prayer volumes 1 through 4. And we have Tropic of the Sea, The God's Lie, The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, and The Secret Double-Chan volumes 1 through 3. Then we have Kurosaki Corpse Delivery Service volumes 1 through 4 in the omnibuses in a single volume 13. I'm gonna have to get rid of volume 13. And fucking miracle of miracles, there is a god. Dark Horse has decided to recontinue the series. They're coming out with volume 5, I think. It's either in April or May, I forget. But they're coming out with volume 5 of the omnibus. They're continuing this fucking series. I no longer have to keep on saying, I'm gonna buy volume 14, I'm gonna buy volume 14. And then it's gonna be done and over with because Dark Horse dropped the shit. Because they picked it up, which finally gives me hope about something Dark Horse related. Which means that there is hope for things that they've dropped. So I guess we gotta adhere to that. If there's demand, they will follow through. And so everybody just start spamming them about MPD Psycho because we needed that shit back. And then we have 7 of 7 volumes 1 through 3. And I don't know why these are here. They should be with my Japanese volumes, which I have a separate section for. But this is Gunblaze West volumes 1 through 3. I know there's an English. I need to learn to speak English release of Gunblaze West, but we found these at a Second and Charles, and my husband was like, hell yeah, this is the only way to buy these without feeling gross, and if you know the author of Gunblaze West, you know why. I love how this shelf is just entirely 7 Seas shit. We have Venus vs. Virus volumes 1 through 8, Blood Alone with volumes 1 through 3 in an omnibus, and volumes 4 through 6. I think 7 Seas rescued this license from another dead company. I'm thinking it was like Comics One or one of those like really obscure dead ones. Or was it Infinity Studios? I forget. And then they continued to publish it. It got up to volume 6 and then it got dropped and I don't know why. It's a mystery to me and I'm sad because I like stories about vampires, damn it. And then we have Haven't You Heard? I'm Sakamoto, volumes 1 through 4. Go For It, Nakamura, just a single volume, and Now Loading, probably one of the most single boring Yuri I think I've ever read in my entire life. Then we have Gunslinger Girl with the omnibuses up to volume 14, complete, and then we have the single volume 15, so yeah. My one pride and joy is just the entire run of Gunslinger Girl. Then we have the Voynich, or Voynich, I forget how to pronounce it, Hotel. It's either one, it's either or. I'm tired and I don't care right now. Then we have Giant Spider and Me, A Post-Apocalyptic Tale, volumes 1 through 3. Girlfriends, my favorite fucking Yuri ever. Fucking love this shit. Volumes 1 and 2 in the complete collection. Gakko and Polizzi, volumes 1 and 2. Kashimashi Girl Meets Girl, omnibus collections 1 and 2. Hana and Hina After School, volumes 1 through 3. Juana, or Wana, and the Dragon Newts, 7 Kingdoms, volumes 1 through 3. Kisses, Sighs, and Cherry Blossom Pink, and Strawberry Panic, the complete manga collection. That's a deceptive title, considering it doesn't really end, it just kind of stops. But I guess it's complete in and of the fact that this is all there ever was. Moving on down, we have Tokyo Esp, volumes 1 through 8. We have My Brother's Husband, volumes 1 and 2. I saw at the bookstore they finally have the perfect edition out, which is everything else just in one big old fat book. And I want it so fucking bad because I want to support the releases of Safe for Work Gengaro Tagame stuff, because I know he has one other one that like is new or it just came out or it's running right now that I really, really want to get in English. And of course, the only way to really let publishers know that you want more of this artist's work is to buy that artist's work. So yeah, I really, really want the perfect collection of these, even though it's not even on hardcover. I don't care, I want it. Because this story is so wholesome and beautiful. Fuck, I would buy it 1,000,000 times. I don't care. We have Akuma no Riddle, volumes 1 through 5. Magical Girl Apocalypse, volumes 1 through 16. And then we have Hungry for You, Endo Yasuko Stalks the Night, volumes 1 and 2, and My Girlfriend is a T-Rex, volumes 1 and 2. We only collect classy manga here on this channel. The classiest, the most cultured. Then we have MPD Psycho, volumes 1 through 11, which is all Dark Horse has released. I would like for there to be more, which is why the recontinuation of Kurosaki Corp's Delivery Service gives me hope. I don't care if they throw what else they have left to publish into a big fat omnibus. I don't care. I will take a big fat chunky book if it means more of MPD Psycho. The series, despite the fact that it's gory as fuck, is just genius. And we have Spirit Circle, volumes 1 through 6. Indian Summer, volume 1, and Kiyohaku Dogs, volume 1. Two very mysterious pieces in my collection, as there was never any more of either of these, and it's like, what the fuck even were these? What happened? I don't know. We have DNA Doesn't Tell Us, volumes 1 and 2, Voices of a Distant Star, and I Married My Best Friend to Shut My Parents Up. We are at the very bottom, in the darkest, most just decrepit part of my collection, because it's in the corner, in the darkest reaches of my closet. We have Orange Complete Collection, volumes 1 and 2, and Orange Future. We have Devilman Grimoire, or Devilman G, or Devilman G Grimoire, however you want to read that in whatever order. We have Devilman and Hades, volumes 1 through 3. The Delinquent Housewife, volumes 1 through 4. Nothing else up there, I don't think. Nope. And then there's I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. I Don't Like You at All, Big Brother, volumes 1 through 12, in these omnibuses, in 2-in-1 omnibuses, fuck. Then we have DG Carrot Theater with DG-Ko's Summer Vacation, and Pyoko is number 1. Then we have Stray Little Devil, volumes 1 through 5. I don't think I ever even hauled this, so no one even knows I have it, because it immediately kind of went to the back, because it was a complete series, so I never even talked about it. So yeah, I have this. Surprise, I guess. I found it at 2nd and Charles, and I was like, fuck yeah, why the fuck not? And then we have Whispered Words, volumes 1 through 3, Dragon Half, volumes 1 through 3, Hatsune Miku Acute, Hatsune Miku Future Delivery, and Little Witch Academia, volumes 1 through 3, and the life-changing manga of Tidying Up. Up here is kind of where I keep all my skinny-ass volumes. A lot of these are for Akoma, a lot of them are just small. So we have Junji Ito's Cat Diary, K-On! Volumes 1 through 4, and K-On! College and K-On! High School. We have Suzunari, Volumes 1 and 2, Ichiro, Volumes 1 through 5, and Lucky Star, Volumes 1 through 8. Then we have Helvetica Bold and Italic, GA Geijutsuka Art and Design Class, Volumes 1 through 7, Tori Koro, Volumes 1 and 2, SS Astro, Volume 1, Pez, which is a single volume, The Last Uniform, Volumes 1 and 2, which again, I don't know why the fuck this is descending when everything else is ascending. But this got canned before Volume 3 came out, so boo. We have an incomplete Yuri here. We have Tenken, Bao, Volumes 1 and 2. Very classic Yuriko Araki here. We have Secret of the Princess, Voiceful, and Transparent Light Blue, otherwise known as Crying the Yuri. We have Children of the Sea, Volumes 1 through 5, Not Simple, and Tessero. Next up we have The Flowers of Evil, volumes 1 through 4 in the complete editions, because I didn't want to go finding the singles, because the singles are kind of out of print and hard to find, so convenient that these came out. And then we have Full Metal Panic, volumes 1 through 9. I still need to get the light novels of these, because the light novels look sick. And then we have Oh My Sweet Alien and Kindred Spirits on the Roof, the complete collection. Then we have Ori-Emo comic anthology, Paradise Kiss in the original 3-volume release from Vertical. We have Paradise Residence, volumes 1 through 3, Satoshi Kon's Opus, Scum's Wish, volumes 1 through 8, Seraphim, Solanin, and Solanin and Epilogue. That tiny little thing up there. And then next to that we have Girls Last Tour, volumes 1 through 6, and Neo Parasite M and F, and Pop Team Epic, and Pop Team Epic 2nd season. What the fuck is back here? Oh, stuff from the Anime Expo 2 years ago. Land of a Lustrous Pin, and then a couple of boards. You know, I wasn't really planning on getting this far, and yet here we are, so let's just continue, I guess. We have Neon Genesis Evangelion in the omnibuses up to volume 15, or is it 15? 14, which is complete. Then we have Sweet Blue Flowers, volumes 1 through 4, Frau Faust, volumes 1 through 5, and Yuri Life. And then next we have Planetess, volumes 1 and 2. Base, why do you have Planetess and you don't have Vinland Saga? Leave me alone. Let me live my life. And we have Unofficial Hatsune Mix, just a single volume. Then we have Milky Way Hitchhiking, volumes 1 and 2. Clover, we have the chunky Dark Horse edition, which is prone to just getting fucked with how they built it. Like, I know some people who have just opened it up and just ripped right the fuck in half almost, and mine just very, very elegantly creased down the sides multiple times. And then I also have volumes 1 and 2 of the Tokyo Pop release, which I know it's blasphemous to compliment Tokyo Pop volumes, but these are so fucking beautiful, and I own them purely because they're just fucking gorgeous, and I wish that the Dark Horse edition had emulated these instead of let's just throw it all in one book. And yeah, I'm definitely going to be picking up the Kodansha re-release of this series, because it was kind of done dirty by Dark Horse purely because I don't know what this edition is cursed, and everyone who owns it gets it fucked somehow. And then we have Golosseum volumes 1 through 6 and Ojo Jojo volumes 1 and 2 with volumes 3 and 4. Volumes 1 and 2 with volumes 1 through 4. Excuse me. Fuck. Then we have The Great Gatsby, volumes 1 through 6, which is a kind of really beautiful manhwa drama, which involves cat people, which I personally fucking love. Then we have In This Corner of the World, Mushroom Girls in Love, and An Invitation from a Crab. Next up we have Bunny Drop volumes 1 through 10, Something Something 1 through 4 good, Something Something 5 through 10 bad, Biomega volumes 1 through 6, What a Wonderful World volumes 1 and 2, and Maiden Railways. Sorry for like the very unprofessional shadow kind of casting a dark line across these volumes. Obviously we only film the most top quality videos here on my channel, I mean, as you've seen. Then we have Nekogahara, Stray Cat Samurai, volumes 1 through 5, Goodnight Poon Poon, volumes 1 through 7, Helter Skelter, and Eve. Then we have Kemono Friends, Welcome to Japari Park, In Clothes Called Fat, All My Darling Daughters, Beauty and the Beast Girl, Battle Royale, Angel's Border, All You Need Is Kill, The Bride Was a Boy, and Claudine. Next up, we have Cardcaptor Sakura, books 1 through 4 in the Dark Horse release. Still waffling on getting the Kodansha re-release, mostly because these are perfectly fine to me, and maybe someday. Hopefully sooner rather than later, but waffling still. We have Doubt Volumes 1 and 2, Mononoke Sharing Volumes 1 through 4, My Lesbian Experience with Loneliness, and My Solo Exchange Diary Volumes 1 and 2. I'm constantly hoping that Nagatakabe is okay, just in general. I'll think about Nagatakabe and I'll be like, I hope that lady's fucking okay, holy shit. She's just like never okay. And then, this is not perfection, this is what perfection strives to be. This is Mobile Suit Gundam The Origin, Volumes 1 all the way to 12, which is complete. These are fucking beautiful. Fuck, it is a miracle in and of itself that these are still in print. It goes to show that this is the breadwinner. This is Vertical's pride and joy. This is their ultimate achievement, and we should thank them forever. And we have Manga Sutra Futari H, Volumes 1 and 2. It's kind of my dream to get Volumes 3 and 4. Those are hella expensive, but it's just a funny little, like, how-to sex manga. Sometimes there's titty, but we blurred out the dick and the vag, so it's not quite hentai. So children can read it and stuff and learn to fuck. But it's just a funny like educational manga about fucking, and it's my dream to find volumes 3 and volume 4 for a reasonable price. Like, I don't normally look actively for out of print manga. It's not really my thing, it's not really my jive, it's not my jam. If I come across out of print manga, hell yeah, that's sick, cool. But it's not something I actively like look for, except for in the case of Manga Sutra, because I just fucking want the rest that got released. And then next to that, kind of in the shadows a little, we have Secretly I've Been Suffering About Being Sexless, and The Wise Beasts of the Wizarding Wisdom is probably the best fucking BL I have in my collection, because furries, baby! Okay, we've reached the final shelf, and here we fucking go. We have Sanctuary, Volumes 1 through 9, Complex Age, Volumes 1 through 6. We have the single volume of Ruby and the Ruby Anthology Manga, Volumes 1 through 4. I know they're releasing a new Ruby manga, and I'm hyped for that shit, because I don't care. I like Ruby. Leave me alone. I like Ruby, and I like My Little Pony, and I'm big cringe forever. We have Battle Royale, Volumes 1 and 2. Another one where it's like, why the fuck are we descending and not ascending? I have accepted for a very long time that I'm never going to find any more of this series. These belong to my husband, that he's had them for a very long time, so of course we're keeping them, because, you know, they're sentimental to him. But I've accepted, I'm just not going to get the rest, and that's okay. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with not having Battle Royale. And I can say that completely and truly. And we have Wolf Children, Ame and Yuki, Uzumaki, Devilman, Volumes 1 and 2 in these classic collections from Seven Seas, Breathe Deeply, Utena, Revolutionary Girl Utena, in these beautiful hardcover box set, Nijigahara Holograph, and Dementia 21. And I know Volume 2 of Dementia 21 just came out, and I'm hype as fuck, and I'm gonna have to figure out where the fuck that's gonna go in this bookshelf, because Volume 21 is obviously very snugly fit back here. There's no room for another one. I almost completely fucking forgot about Trigun. I got Trigun and Trigun Maximum in the fat Dark Horse omnibuses instead of the singles, because I'm a pleb and I don't care. So long as you got it, and I got it in these big fat omnibuses that you gotta be careful not to open weird, or else you'll crease the spine. Next up we have Princess Jellyfish, Volumes 1 through 9, Hatsune Miku Bad End Night, Volumes 1 through 3, Record of Lodoss War, Deedlit's Tale, Volumes 1 and 2. Then we have Dive in the Vampire Bund, Volumes 1 and 2, and Dance in the Vampire Bund in the omnibuses with Volumes 1 through 14. This is where Omnibus Volume, what is it, 6? Volume 6 would be if I had one, but instead I just have the singles where Volume 6 of the omnibuses would be, because that one's the rare one, but that's fine, especially since these are the same dimensions as the omnibuses and they're not like the squat little tiny Dance in the Vampire Bund volumes. And then we have the last omnibus that's come out. There's a new Dance in the Vampire Bund series that's coming out, and I don't know if I should buy it now or if I should wait to see if Seven Seas is going to continue and print it all in an omnibus format when they complete it. So I'm gonna hold my breath on buying those for now and wait to see if they plan to do an omnibus release. Then we have Rinshan Now, Volumes 1 through 4, and the omnibus of Azumanga Daioh. And we have a gremlin. Because I fucking love gremlins. They're so fucking weird and cute, and I love you. Alright, coming up next, we have all my JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and the Jojoniums. We have Phantom Blood, Volumes 1 through 3, Battle Tendency, Volumes 1 through 4, and Stardust Crusaders, Volumes 1 through 5 here, and 6 through 10 right here. And then next up we have Dogs, Volumes 0 through 10. Don't know when this shit's coming back. It would be nice if it did, but I just fucking love the art in here. The art in here is so fucking dope and sick, and if you have not seen the art in here, fuck, it's so fucking beautiful. And then we have the Death Note All-in-One edition, the meme, the big meme from yesteryear. It's hiding back here. Then we have Abara and Panorama, The Strange Tale of Panorama Island, which I'm stoked as fuck that this got a reprint. So a lot of people have been buying it recently because it got a reprint, and it makes me so happy to see people being able to finally read this and just enjoy it. And I love it. Just cleans my pores, waters my crops. When a long out of print series gets a reprint, it just fills me with so much joy when something that's rare and expensive that people can't get becomes available all of a sudden, and that is beautiful, and that is gorgeous, and that is sexy. Okay, and we've finally reached the end of the bookshelves, the shit in the back of the bookshelves, and we're rounding it off with Tenjo Tenge, Volumes 1 through 11 here. We have The Record of Lodoss War, The Grey Witch in these big, graphic novel-sized books, Volumes 1 through 3. We have Secret Comics Japan, Blam Master Edition, Volumes 1 through 6, probably the superior way to buy Blam. I mean, don't kill yourself over trying to get the original Tokyopop editions of Blam. That's stupid. The printing's not as good. Just get the Master Editions, baby. And then we have these two graphic novels from Tokyopop that I wanted to get for so long and I finally fucking got, late last year, with Orange and Remember. The art in here is stunning and beautiful, and I fucking love it. We have Rohan at the Louvre. We have this, I think this is Chinese. It's SQ Begin With Your Name. It is a Yuri webcomic that I fucking love, and of course I had to get a physical print of. It's not the entire thing, obviously it's still ongoing, but it was what was recent at the time. And then finally we have Robot Super Color Comic, Volumes 1 through 5. This is incomplete. Udon, got the rights to it after DMP, I guess, lost them, but they only published up to Volume 5, and then they were like, never fucking mind, I guess. So yeah, we only have half of Robot Super Color Comic, but it's beautiful, it's nice. There's stuff in here that I'm pretty sure is in Future Log, that new art book from Denpa that just came out, but yeah, this is pretty fucking neat. These are pretty fucking dope. I love them. They're full color and beautiful, and they have a selection of different manga artists, some you're familiar with, some you're not, and beautiful art spreads. These are just beautiful and wonderful. I love them, and it sucks that if I want the rest, I'm gonna have to get them in Japanese, and I might as fucking well. Why haven't I done that? I do not know. Jesus Christ. Okay, that's it. That's it for the bookshelves. We finished the bookshelves. They're done. But the collection tour is not done. We still got some shit up top, if you can see. And we have all my Japanese volumes to go through, so we're not fucking done. It's never fucking done. It's never over. This is prison. You are in hell. I am the devil, and I am here to take your soul. But yeah, until then, I'll see you guys in the next video, which is gonna be this shit. And you guys stay fucking sexy, and I love you very much. Goodbye.